good.
Welcome in, everybody, to the last matchup of the boys basketball here in the second round of the state championship from Utah State University. Matchup today, Layton Christian Academy and Ridgeline welcome you into the broadcast. We got a good crew here today, don't we?
Well, we got one legend here, I know, Coach Van Park.
I'm excited to be here with you guys.
This guy is a legend up here. I actually took over for him at Bear River after he'd won a state championship. I'm pretty sure they got a statue out in front of Memorial Gymnasium in Tremont. I'm so happy to be here with my good friend and you, Caden, to broadcast this game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being with some real professionals, and so good to be with my wonderful friend Casey, Coach Winters.
Yeah, it should be a really good matchup here today as we hop into the starting lineups. Our first starting lineups here, number 4, Tyrese Lacey. And I'm hoping to get some of these names right. There's some tough names on Layton Christian. We might end up going nickname route here today on this. We'll see how this goes. This one's number 10. He's tough. Oluwatamiliheni Olubisi. We'll call him Olubisi. I can say that part of it. We have number 23, Tyron Jones as well. Number 20, Isaac Cubero. And didn't see who that last starter was. But we'll finish up the starting lineups in a bit. We have on the Ridgeline side, number 1, Grady Workman. Number 2, Cam Blotter. Number 3, Carson Cox. Number 34, Luke Sorensen. And number 35, Jagger Frankham. That runs out your starting lineups for the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
Yeah, and Caden, this game, Ridgeline, obviously, we've heard a lot about. They were down in southern Utah playing some games, so we've seen them play. But the big question mark is Layton Christian, right? We haven't seen them as much this season. They didn't play a typical region schedule. They got bumped up to the 4A classification. So for a lot of people, this may be the first time that you've seen Layton Christian in action. Obviously by their record and some of the scoring they have, they're going to pose to be a valid opponent here in the quarterfinals.
Tip goes to Ridgeline. Riverhawks will take control of it and start things off. It's number 2, Cam Blotter, taking control of the point for the Riverhawks. Swinging it across. Grady Workman. Workman over to Cox. Cox pulls the 3. Near miss. Tipped around and brought in by Layton Christian.
That one is Cox, one of his favorite shots. He's just on the 3-pointer right there at the elbow.
Olubisi up top with it, swinging it into the left corner. Drive it in, push back out. 3, no good by Armani. Bringing it the other way now. Riverhawks.
And in the previous games, we've seen the offense take a few minutes, right, to get going, let the nerves wear off a little bit, get used to the gym. And so, a couple short shots here to begin for both teams, but I expect both teams to settle in here as we get through the first quarter.
Cox set to inbound. Blotter takes control of it, back to Cox. Riverhawks swing it across, and an offensive foul is the call against Luke Sorensen.
But they don't want to get him in foul trouble too early. He's a big part of them on offense and on defense.
Bringing it the other way, the Eagles. Cubero takes 3, banks it in. Isaac Cubero with the first basket of the game.
A deep bank.
And I don't like when kids celebrate it. You didn't mean to bank it. It went in. You better be thanking your lucky stars that the backboard was there.
Workman sends it out. Back up top against Workman. Coming off a pick, drives in. Stripped away. On the ground and recovering. Going the other way is Cubero into the corner. Pulling the mid-range jumper. No good by Olubisi.
But Layton Christian gets the ball down the floor really quick. Ridgeline's going to have to make sure in transition D.
Cutting inside, Ridgeline, kick back out, pulling the three. Long from Blotter. Offensive board and putback is good by Luke Sorensen.
Yeah, and this is going to be a track meet. You guys alluded to it just a second ago. Both these teams like to get up and down, maybe similar to what we saw just a few minutes ago with Desert Hills and Dixie.
Full court pressure from the Eagles to get things going after that possession. Cox in control of it, goes back up top to Workman. Swinging it back, Cox drives, kick out Workman. Thought about the three, puts the ball on the ground, back out. And good, Cam Blotter with the three.
Good patience right there by the Riverhawks. A little driving kick, finding wide open shooter, spotting up.
Yeah, Blotter's saying, leave me open once maybe, but not twice during that one.
On the other end, it's a three-point fest. Tyrese Lacey. It's a game of threes right now.
Yeah, they can take away the paint so far.
And on the other end, short three.
Ridgeline likes their threes, but I don't think they're used to almost everything being a three, and they don't have to match that every time.
Cam Blotter with the steal. He takes it the other way on the fast break, loses the handle, hands it off Sorensen. Sorensen will be fouled, and on the foul is Tyron Jones.
And the one thing, just looking at these two teams without being super familiar with either of them, Ridgeline has the definite size advantage. I mean, you look at Carson Cox and Luke Sorensen and Jager Frankham, you think they'd be making a little more concerted effort to get the ball inside there and see if they can slow down, the long rebounds that Layton Christian might be getting, and working inside a little bit more.
I don't know if you agree with me or not, Coach, but that inside paint, kind of a lost art. Nobody wants to go in there anymore. They all want to be out on the three-point line.
Yeah, and obviously we've been spoiled. We've been able to watch Dixie a lot this year, and they are the one team that makes a concerted effort to get it into their big guy and let him create for him. But let's keep an eye on that as this game goes on, see if Ridgeline uses their size advantage a little bit.
Both free throws good from Sorensen. It's a one-point game here, 6-5. Nearly halfway through the first quarter. Up top with it, Isaac Cubero. Looking for the handoff, not there. Give and go, back to Cubero. Takes to the left side. Driving in, Armani. Goes up with the right hand off the glass, no good. Nearly stripped away, and is stripped away. Olubisi on the steal.
Well, that's a case where all five players need to box out because he came in from nowhere untouched and was able to get that rebound.
And Timmy is a specimen out there.
Yes.
I mean, he's an athlete. It looks like he could be playing football somewhere as well.
Lacey with the up and under for two. He's got 5 so far today. Swinging it around up top. Pulling the three again. Still short. Cam Blotter trying to get that to go. He's got 1 so far, but he's pulled the trigger on a few more. Looking for more of those to drop. Jones over to Olubisi into the corner now. Cubero takes the three. Cubero no good. Rebound Eagles. Puts it back up. Otavo Armani.
Layton Christian's done a great job on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have.
They're creating some extra opportunities for their team, and they've cashed in on the majority of them.
And like you mentioned earlier, when you've got such an open gym, they're not used to shooting, and now those offensive rebounds are huge.
Layton Christian, there's in this 1-3-1 zone, and it's smothering Ridgeline right now.
Deep three. Carson Cox drops it in.
He was almost on the Layton Christian bench right there when he shot that ball.
Tightens things up a bit. 10-8 here. Lacey behind the back resets. Pulls the three. Short off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Tries to throw it off Cox, but he grabs it and runs the other way. On the fast break, it's the Riverhawks going
Great
all the
transition.
way to back. Tied up 10 apiece now. Three, no good.
Ridgeline doing a lot better the last 2 times down, getting that offensive rebound.
Ooh, looking for that lob. You got Sorensen posting up there on that in that zone, looking for a little lob.
Drive it in, pulling the 5-footer off the glass and good. Grady Workman again.
Tough shot by Grady there.
Yeah,
Going full speed, be able to stop and not get the charge there. That's a lost start, like you mentioned. There's a lot of guys that's just going to run that guy over trying to get to the rim. Great shot by Grady Workman right there.
Timeout taken. We'll take one ourselves, 30 seconds, and be back after this.
Are you looking for better control of your technology? Create an intelligent home technology experience that even Tony Stark would love. Enjoy simple control of the technology in your home with an Elon control system from AIS. Visit AISAV.com to learn more.
For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware. Happily serving the community since 1976. Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. They also offer beauty and spa health treatments with hot stone and IV vitamin therapies, as well as Botox. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs.
Slight lead in favor of the Riverhawks. Here's we come out of that timeout, and the Eagles take control. Olubisi pulls the long 2, short off the front of the rim, tipped around, rebound, Sorensen.
Oh, Lacey almost had that still Jose Alvarado style.
And a turnover, Layton Christian.
These guys fly around, don't they? I mean, we've seen a lot of teams, but they are fast, they're quick, they're athletic, and they're not afraid to get out and pressure and gamble for steals.
Yeah, you better have your rear view mirror on this group because they're coming.
Deep 3, Tyrese Lacey picks up 8 points.
I watched him warm up, and he was warming up out there with about 15 shots.
I like Lacey. That's the first time I've seen him play. He could play point guard for anybody, and they would love having him on their team.
Cox with the mid-range, no good, off the front of the rim. Brought in by Armani. Going quickly the other way, the Eagles. Little stutter, give and go. Back up Armani. Armani drives, spins, kicks out. Corner. No good. Rebounded by Skinner, who checks into the game. Skinner up top. Into the corner to Cox. Back up to Skinner. Has the open 3, takes the open 3, and drains the open 3.
Boy, that 3-point shot just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah, that college line's not even being contested with this game.
The double pick. Lacey wanted to pull the deep 3 himself. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay down with the Eagles. Yeah, big 3-point shooting game here so far. Both teams launching multiple threes and getting them to hit with 8.3 left to play here in the first quarter.
It's interesting to, as these teams come in, finish the quarter, the subs come in. With a lot of these teams, as coaches do scouting reports, they know who the leading scorers are, right? They know who the best players are. The key for most of these teams to advance is who's that guy off the bench or who's that supporting guy that's going to come in and positively impact the game and hopefully propel their teams to a victory.
Boy, you're exactly right. I remember back in 1999, we were playing for the state championship. Had them, Canyon View, that was their first year, had them well scouted. Had a player that didn't hardly shoot any threes, and he stepped it up and hit 3 or 4 in that first half. And so, yeah, you really do depend on those role players to step up a lot of times because coaches are going to take away the good players.
Quick 3 off the inbound, no good. Tipped and rebounded by Cox. 4 seconds to go. Passes half court, pulls the 3 on the runner.
Oh!
Backboard and in. Carson Cox gets his second 3 of the game on a runner Buzzer beater.
No way he was giving that ball up. But, yeah, that was a one-legged runner from the three-point line. Banks it in.
I was just going to say he needs to pass that, but no, he doesn't.
End of the first quarter. Riverhawks up on top of Layton Christian.
Thank you. Enjoy your new car. Car buying was never meant to be a chore. That's why at Crump Reese Motors, we make it as easy and honest as possible.
For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware. Happily serving the community since 1976. Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. They also offer beauty and spa health treatments with hot stone and IV vitamin therapies, as well as Botox. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs.
The score's 20-13. Ridgeline on top of the Eagles here as we head into the second quarter. The Eagles have the possession to get things started here. Lacey, whose impressive range and ball handling skills if Ron is checking that out right there, but he is blocked on the other end by Frankum.
Good job by the official.
It was a good call. It bounced off of Lacey after the blocked shot. Good call. Full court pressure from the Eagles. Skinner takes the inbound and it gets back to Jenks. Blotter trying to get it down low to Sorensen. Off the glass. Well, that's Frankum. Frankum off the glass and in for two.
I was wondering when they were going to get into Frankum.
Yeah, and Blotter, great pass. One-handed little whip pass off the dribble there.
Ate pulls the three, no good. This is a three-point shooting Eagles team. We haven't seen them get the ball in low much, but they like taking that three. Lacey, bump foul by Cam Blotter.
And I think, obviously, if you're Layton Christian right now, you can keep up scoring-wise. You've got to get some defensive stops along the way, though. Yep. And that's, sometimes that pressure, if a team scouted it and if a team knows how to break your press, sometimes it almost hurts you more than it helps you because you're giving up easy buckets.
Lacey on the drive, the tough shot, no good, and the offensive board, and a foul comes. There's Armani on the offensive board.
I think the foul's on 35, Frankum.
So heading to the line is Octavio Armani, junior. He's already got two in the first quarter. See if he can add to that here. Try to cut back on that Riverhawk lead. He does with the first. Checking in Isaac Cubero in place of if I can get that right, Siquiera.
Yeah, you gotta roll the R on that one.
I speak a little Spanish. I can pull off those Spanish names. I'm all right with those. Armani gets the second one to drop. Perfect from the line for Armani. Skinner to inbound, full court pressure.
Ridgeline, for the most part, has done a good job handling this pressure. That's going to be a key as this game moves on.
Stolen away. Jones on the break. Off the glass.
Good body control that time.
That might have been my my little announcer's curse there. I was talking about how well they handled the pressure, and then it was still 2 seconds later.
Skinner on the drive baseline. Kicked out. Cox deep three. Rattles no good. Trying to fly in there for the offensive board was Creighton Jenks. Not quite there. It hits the bottom of the backboard. It's out of bounds. Yeah,
that last Tyrone Jones bucket reminds me of Coach Park playing one-on-one. Nice little Euro step with a finish back in the day.
Fall on my face.
In the corner, Lacey. Lacey comfortable with the handle. Puts it up on a step back, no good. Rebound, Ridgeline. Blotter on the break into the corner. Drops it in. Jenks.
Great shot fake right there by Jenks. To get the defender off his
stolen away
feet.
on the other end here by Ridgeline. Jenks, can he do it again? He'll go back up top.
Frankham can hit those threes. I was surprised he didn't pull the trigger.
Instead, it's in the corner, no good. Zach Skinner, he caught it. I was going to say no good. I was too early.
Yeah.
Zach Skinner.
That was
the opposite of the broadcaster's jinx. I said no good, and they said just kidding.
There you go.
That's the Aggie bounce right there. These nice soft rims.
Gets it to go, as you can see on the replay, and a timeout taken. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back after this, 28-17.
Rudd Funeral Home is there to serve your family in your time of need. If you want your athlete to be ready for the state level, they need to start with high hoops. Let Wade Bronson, a state basketball champion, use his coaching and expertise to get your athlete on the top of their game. Call to find out how you can join a team or play in their annual 3v3 showcase. Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits.
Coming out of the timeout, Eagles take possession of the ball after the big hop and the drop down three from Zach Skinner. His second three of the game so far. Armani swinging around up top and throwing it away. Ates Insakara throwing it out.
And that's the last thing you want as a coach coming out of a timeout. You probably drew up a special play, and then to see that ball just bounce out of bounds is just, you want that one back, right?
Lacey will check back in after a short break.
Yeah, they don't want him out very long. He runs that team.
Skinner to inbound. Gets it into Workman. Workman take control of the point. Back up top with it is Sorensen. And Workman again. Takes it to the left side, up top. In the elbow, back outside. Skinner. Pump fake drives, off the glass, in.
Boy, they just opened up the waters and just let him go uncontested.
Yeah, Skinner's having a great first half. Couple threes. That time he got a layup. And I think Layton Christian, obviously they're worried about the three-point shooting from Ridgeline. And those drives to the basket are going to be wide open.
The one-handed rebound and putback, Tyron Jones.
Yeah, I want to see Tyron Jones get a little fast break here and see what he can do in the open court. We could probably see a windmill or reverse, something like that. He's long and athletic.
Yeah, I watched him in warm-ups. The very first time he went down there, he was way above the rim. I know that.
Foul called against the Eagles. It'll be Ridgeline ball still with 4:39 left to go here in the first half of play. Riverhawks with the lead, 30-19. And again, this is what Lacey does. He's just so quick.
Oh, man. Yeah, you close your eyes and he's going to be blinking. He'll be right there. On.
Inbound, Blotter, Cam Blotter against Lacey, gets across half court. Sorensen back to Blotter. Blotter will reset the offense. Trying to get it to Sorensen, tipped around, able to keep control of it. He backs in Armani, scoops underneath, off the glass and in.
Good little footwork right there. One thing I've always, I've seen Ridgeline play. I watched a few games. Coach Day does a great job. He has a lot of sets, gets his guys in good positions to score the ball without having to work too hard.
Octavio Armani on the layup there. Travel is the call. against Cam Blotter. It'll go back to Layton Christian.
And there's Lacey again, right? I mean, he's making me tired just sitting here watching him. He is all over the court.
Yeah, and he's not even breathing hard. And he's everywhere.
Isaac Cabarro to inbound. Go ahead, Coach.
I've always thought Workman that is what his name is. He works incredibly hard, so him and
Olubisi over the outstretched hand of Frankham.
Here we see Layton Christian on a little run. See if they can cut into this lead the last 3.5 minutes of the half and maybe get it down to 4 or 5 points.
Sorensen up top. Good defensive pressure from Layton Christian. It's Workman now with 15 on the shot clock. Trying to drive in. Kick back out. Blotter back to Workman. Workman getting that pick from Sorensen. Sorensen, 5 on the shot clock. Drives in. Pumps, gives and go. It's blocked. Tipped around. Shot clock.
I think that's the first, maybe second shot clock violation we've seen all tournament. I think we saw one actually the very first possession this morning between Crimson Cliffs and Snow Canyon. But anytime you can get a shot clock violation, that just jumpstarts your defense, gives you a little extra energy, and makes it all work in 35 seconds hard for.
Tyrese Lacey brings it across. Over to Popovich, who checks in. It's Armani driving baseline, hands off Lacey. Lacey up top, swings it, pulling the 3. Rattles around, no good for Cabarro. Ball goes out of bounds, waiting for the official call. They look at each other, they say it's Layton Christian basketball.
Been very impressed. I've mentioned it several times, but the effort that the Layton Christian squad is putting in on the offensive glass is really impressive.
Lacey controls the offense, looking for the pick from Armani. Drives it to the left, floats it up, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Blotter. Riverhawks quickly the other way. Sorensen on the fast break, off the glass and in. Luke Sorensen has 8.
For a big guy, Luke Sorensen has great body control, great hands, caught that. Went right up with it, made it look easy.
Going up strong with it, no good. Offensive board. And put back, still no good. Cox on the rebound. Stolen away by Lacey. And it's in. Isaac Cabarro gives it to drop.
Yeah, Lacey, there he is, just sneaky, right? You never know where he is.
Cox drives in. Goes up with it, spins the left side, offensive board, no good by Sorensen. Sorensen trying to go up strong again, but they'll give him a jump ball, And with the jump ball possession, back to Layton Christian. Guys, it feels like the momentum right now is just back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, both teams just bringing every kind of effort they can, and that time it was a great block shot and jump ball, but he was battling.
And it's really two different styles, right? You got Layton Christian, who's pressuring, who's up in your grill, playing the passing lanes. Then you got Ridgeline, who's a little more content just to drop back into a half-court defense.
Now, they did change the possession here. They decided, hey, I think we missed the cue to change it back last time, so Ridgeline will take control of it here.
We think.
That's what it seems. Both coaches have to, of course, plead their case and say, "Are you sure you weren't right the first time?"
They're gonna go look one more time.
This is where you want to, where's the quarter in the pocket, that you switch for the home team and the visiting team.
That's right.
No, it looks like the guy looks like.
No, we're good. We're good. It's this side. Cam Blotter will inbound. Looking for Sorensen. Oh, hammered down Luke Sorensen. Show them who you are.
Seen that play many a time.
That's a great design. You see Dixie run a similar set, but I don't know if I was expecting Sorensen to get up and hammer that like he did. That was impressive.
Yeah, I've seen him dunk it pretty easily quite a few times this year, and he's got good hops.
I think it caught number 42, Dennis Akbas, Layton Christian by surprise. His facial expression after he saw him dunk it was like, oh man, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time on that one.
A little bit of a hand check foul there by Grady Workman, so the Eagles will take possession of it from the baseline. Minute 33 left to go here in the first half of play. Easy inbound play there to Olubisi, who goes up high.
Yeah, that's just pure athleticism right there.
That's a great play if you got somebody that can jump out of the gym like that. And then he picks up a quick foul.
That's his second, so it'll be interesting to see what Coach Porter does here. Looks like he's going to sub him out so he doesn't pick up a third one this last minute 26 of the second quarter.
Is that those moments as a coach where you're never too high, never too low, right? Where make one big play on one end, but a foul on the other that you don't need. Ridgeline gets the ball down low. Nearly an N1. Grady Workman getting the ball put up, just not quite there.
And I'd love seeing, like I said, I already mentioned Coach Day. I love watching the sets that he has drawn up here. I mean, it's half-court sets, it's out-of-bounds plays, it's side out-of-bounds plays, it's press breakers. He does a great job, putting his guys in position to make plays.
Free throw is good.
You can tell they practice it a lot because they know exactly where their teammate's going to be on each play. That time Sorensen knew exactly where Workman was going to be and got the ball right to him, where, like you say, where he can score easily.
Workman drops both free throws in. They extend the lead 38-27. It's Lacey threading the needle inside and in. Isaac Cubero.
Man, threaded the needle on that one. That was just a quick one-handed bullet into the open man.
Losing the handle on it. Stolen away. Lacey on the other end. Drives in, kicks out Armani. The Eagles will reset. 51 left to go here in the first half. Lacey. Up top. Trying to get it inside. Three. No good.
But another offensive rebound, right? That's probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, and you watch them. They're watching the balls going in. They know where it's going to go, and they get there.
Rebounded by Ridgeline. Quickly stolen away. Back to Lacey. Lacey gives. Siqueira misses. And Riverhawks the other way. 20 seconds. No shot clock. Blotter drives in. Goes up to Sorensen. Sorensen's tall, but he might not be that tall.
And that's a tough one as a coach. It's like, it's the right play, just to execute it. The last thing we want to do is give Layton Christian a chance to score to end the quarter here.
Coach Porter over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's wanting more time on the clock or.
That's kind of hard for the officials where they can't see the clock.
Yeah, we've had some scoreboard issues all day today.
Yeah, they've shut the scoreboards off in the corners of the gym, left the one on in the middle of the gym. Driving in baseline. No good. Rebound Sorensen, 2 seconds left. And the Riverhawks will ride it out to halftime with the lead 38-29. These teams heading in for halftime. And Ridgeline, with all the momentum so far through the first half of play. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's a halftime show. Stick around with us here on KSLSports.com.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix.
Find your next career at West Liberty Foods. Visit careers.wlfoods.com.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
For all your embroidery and screen printing needs, whether for business or just for fun, stop by Cover Up in Tremont or Brigham. At Cover Up, yeah, we can do that.
Tanglewood Studios has something for everyone, whether it's dance, cheer, color guard, or gymnastics. There's even recreational all-boys gymnastics along with Mamma Me classes. Family rates are available, so come join the fun. Stop by Twisted Sugar and pick your favorite gourmet cookies. There's 18 flavors available each week, as well as cookies of the month. You can even get a specialty order of mini cookies for your favorite team or something sweet for that special person in your life. Be a smart cookie and get that sweet at Twisted Sugar.
At IPG, we take pride in being a global leader in protective packaging. IPG Tremont has won the Industry Week magazine's Best Plants Award twice. How can we achieve this? It's our people. With top pay and self-paced promotions, IPG is a place you can get ahead. Excellent benefits like low healthcare premiums, low deductibles, 401k match, and free life insurance. The plant is warm in the winter and air-conditioned in the summer. Uniforms or smocks are not required. Wear what you like. Come join a winning team with all the values you care about. Come work with us at IPG. Stop in anytime or look us up on the web at itape.com.
Let me be free. Let me be free. Let me be free.
Spring sports are just around the corner, and Bear River Live has you covered. Region 11 teams will be featured in our coverage of softball, baseball, soccer, and lacrosse. If you can't make a game, our production will make you feel like you're on the field. Catch highlights with some of the best rivals in the region. If you're an advertiser looking to promote your business or support these athletes, call Jessica at 435-230-3683 for a package that suits you.
The KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com, connecting you with all the Jazz action, the dunks, buzzer beaters, and ankle breakers, podcasts from the pros, and in-depth analysis. Download the free KSL Sports app today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Are you looking for better control of your technology? Create an intelligent home technology experience that even Tony Stark would love. Enjoy simple control of the technology in your home with an Elon control system from AIS. Visit AISAV.com to learn more.
Thank you. Enjoy your new car. Car buying was never meant to be a chore. That's why at Crump Reese Motors, we make it as easy and honest as possible.
Think of Greer's Hardware for all your spring cleaning needs. Whether your project is inside or outside, they have you covered. If you want your athlete to be ready for the state level, they need to start with high hoops. Let Wade Bronson, a state basketball champion, use his coaching and expertise to get your athlete on the top of their game. Call to find out how you can join a team or play in their annual 3v3 showcase.
Here where Ridgeline leads 38-29 over Layton Christian. Guys, let's talk about this this first half of play here, where both teams have seen some really good things, but again, Layton Christian just coming up a little bit short here at the 29-38 mark. What are you guys seeing here in this first half of play?
I just see a lot of efficiency, more efficiency by Ridgeline right now. I mean, Layton Christian's getting a lot more shots and more three-pointers, but Ridgeline's getting that extra pass in when they're getting a little more wide open look, and consequently that's a lot of the difference.
Yeah, you mentioned 3-pointers, right? And we look at the stats here. In the first half of play here, Layton Christian has put up 12. They've only made 3. But on the other side, Ridgeline has put up 11. They've made 6, right?
Yep.
I mean, stats speak for themselves. The shots are dropping right now for Ridgeline. For Layton Christian, they might be getting those open looks, but until they start dropping, there's not much you can do.
Yep.
Yeah, and remember, Layton Christian's doing a great job of, they have 8 offensive rebounds. Looking through a few other things, Ridgeline has 11 bench points, which is awesome. But you look at assists, Ridgeline, Coach mentioned this, Ridgeline has 9 assists, right, on 14 field goals. That's unheard of, especially in high school. That means they're sharing the ball, they're finding their teammates in good spots. I think the one thing that Ridgeline has to do to not relinquish this lead is they got to take care of the ball. They have 10 turnovers. That pressure from Layton Christian is nonstop. So hopefully at halftime they can shore that up a little bit. And if I'm Layton Christian, I'm just saying, fellas, keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting steals, keep offensive rebounding, find the open teammate, right? And we will shoot it better here in the second half.
Oh, yeah, you see that all the time. Just last Saturday's here watching the Aggies as Nevada's 7-footer goes 5 for 5 from the 3 and scores. And Aggies are down 19-0 in the second half. Aggies come out and start hitting their shots. And like you said, that's the name of the game. You play great, but if you can't hit a shot, you can't win. And
Now, and that's the other thing to look forward to in this second half. Maybe one of those keys to the game here is for the Eagles, for Layton Christian, they're getting the open shots. Can they just course correct enough to get some of those to drop? If they do, this is a different ball game.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about Ridgeline for just a second. They are working things really well, coming off the bench as well. Looking specifically at Zach Skinner, he's 3 for 3 right now, 2 for 2 from the 3. What kind of impact does he have coming into the second half?
And that's going to be interesting too, because the games I've watched him up here, he hasn't quite had that big of an impact. But yet, 35, Frankham, he'll come down on a trailer and hit a 3 as well as anybody on the team.
And with that height, that's important.
Yeah, and so they got a lot of different scorers.
The one thing I've seen from Skinner I've been impressed with is just the energy that he plays with.
Oh.
I mean, he's fired up. I mean, big defensive stop. He's getting after his teammates. A big shot. He's showing some emotion. So love seeing that from these young guys, playing hard. I think, if I'm Ridgeline, I can't really depend on shooting the 3 as well as we did, right? If we're open, we're going to shoot it. But let's not force any tough contested 3s. If it's there, take it, knock it down. If not, maybe let's work through Frankham and Sorensen a little bit, get some easy buckets inside the paint, and then it's going to open up that 3-point line again.
In fact, that's what I would like. I think Ridgeline needs to do the most is come right out and just say, we're going to pound it in for the first 3-4 times down the court and see if you can get them in foul trouble. Like you say, open up the outside shot even more because, man, Ridgeline's huge inside.
Well, third quarter here coming up in just 30 seconds, and we appreciate you joining us on the broadcast here at KSL Sports. Now, again, this is the last broadcast of the boys basketball games today, but right after this, we'll hop right into the girls basketball action, and that's going to be a lot of fun as well. We've had some great boys games so far, and I expect the girls to be no different. Coming out of possession here from the third quarter, it's going to go towards Layton Christian. Again, there's that little bit of a debacle there to say, hey, was it Layton Christian? Was it Ridgeline? Ridgeline got it. This time they're saying, all right, Layton Christian, it's all you.
We've talked about this in the earlier games. First 4 minutes, right? If I'm Layton Christian, I'm trying to cut this lead down 5-6 points. If I'm Ridgeline, I'm trying to get it to 15 as quick as I can, right? And so it's going to be interesting to see whose halftime adjustments appear first and who's going to make their mark to start the second half.
Tyrese Lacey takes control of it to start here in the third quarter. Goes up with it to Cabero, over to the side. Now Jones. Jones trying to get it down low to Kabisi, not quite there, and stolen away by Cox. In the corner, back up top is Cox. Swinging to left side. Blotter. Picked up by Olubisi. Olubisi on the steal. Gets to it.
Hey,
and the alley-oop.
Okay.
Armani.
Yeah, with their quickness, most of the time you can get that crossover through and be successful. With these guys, they're just so quick.
Yeah, great pass by Layton Christian right there on the alley-oop, and big 44 rising up and throwing it down.
Cox on the floater, no good. Lacey taking it the other way for the Eagles. Hands off Jones. Jones, it bounces off a couple legs, out of bounds. Stay down with Layton Christian. Cubero to inbound. Gets it into Armani. Armani pump fakes the 3 drives. Goes up with it.
Oh,
gets his own rebound off the ground. On his bottom down there.
Well, you don't see that very often.
Driving in, Cubero goes up. No good. Rebound. Ridgeline and a foul. Frankham got the rebound, got surrounded, but he got bailed out by the foul call.
Yeah, one thing that would have made that play better is if he would have shot it from
the ground,
from his butt, and seen if he could make it.
Yeah. We're getting this full court pressure here from Layton Christian against the Riverhawks. Workman.
And Olubisi is, I mean, we talked about Lacey in the first half, and Olubisi, he's all over the place, reaching, quick hands, you know, and they're just still on cue by Tyron Jones.
Jones getting into there as Lacey takes it the other way. He'll slow things down, back it out. Looking for the 3. No good. Rebound, Frankham. Cubero wanted it and just wasn't quite there. This is the trend of the first half.
Yeah, there's a nice high-low right there.
Oh, blocked by Jones, but they call him on a little body contact.
But good seal right there by Sorensen. You know, as a coach, teaching your big guys, that's a great seal up the lane. There's no backside help. And then a good pass by Frankham, big to big right there. That made my heart happy right there, seeing those bigs work together.
Luke Sorensen goes to the line. He's the first player so far to reach double digits. Got 10 in the first half. Give him one more. Sorensen, a senior, gets the second one to drop.
Good job by Sorensen. He's had an all-around game. I mean, into double figures now with 12 points, scored in each quarter, rebounding the ball, had that nice dunk on the out-of-bounds play.
Jones, a little hesitation. I like that.
I think he was trying to dunk that, and then Sorensen slid over. He altered it in there and still had a great finish.
Carson Cox.
Great job by Cox, taking it right at the big guy.
Olubisi threading it into Armani, who pulls it right back out. Pump fakes a 3, swinging it across. It's Lacey. He'll take the deep 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped, rebounded Armani.
If I'm counting,
losing the handle.
That's double-digit offensive rebounds for Layton Christian right now. I think that was their 10th.
Jones
lost the handle.
Takes it away from Blotter as he loses the handle. He'll go on the other side. Off the glass, no good. Frankham with the boards.
And that's tough for Layton Christian. I mean, they work so hard. They get that steal. You have a 2-on-1 coming back the other way and just couldn't quite finish it.
Into the corner. The 3 is good by Cam Blotter.
Cam Blotter can shoot it, Coach.
Yeah, he can.
Cam Blotter hits the 3 in the corner on the replay. The give from Grady Workman and the drop down. We'll take a break. It's 42-33. Ridgeline on top of Layton Christian. More when we come back after this.
Find your next career at West Liberty Foods. Visit careers.wlfoods.com.
The KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Connecting you with all the Jazz action, the dunks, buzzer beaters, and ankle breakers. Podcasts from the pros, and in-depth analysis. Download the free KSL Sports app today.
It's 45-33. Ridgeline on top.
It's like Skinner's back in the games. See if he has as big of impact as he did the first half.
It looks like Ridgeline's coming out a little three-quarter court pressure. Maybe not get a trap out of it. Probably just going to little token pressure to slow him. Oh, I was wrong.
Quickly
There's
stolen away.
Trap.
2-on-1. Cox with the Euro step.
There you go. Let's see if they stay in it. Yeah, maybe just out of the timeout there.
Olubisi backs it out from the foul line. Gets it to Lacey. Tyrese Lacey spins. Floats it up over the hand of Frankham. No good. Tipped. And rebound Jones. Jones with the putback.
That was number 11. I'm keeping track. I'm going to have a little offensive rebound tracker for Layton Christian. That was their 11th.
Wow. Quick foul on the other end. Grady Workman was trying to thread his way through the defense.
Team foul number 3. In for the Eagles, number 14, Yamoglu. And Denise Ackler.
So Ridgeline takes control of it here halfway through the third quarter.
Ooh.
Looking for the inbound, gets it in. Sorensen off the glass and in.
Nice left hand. There's another great play design by Coach Day. I thought they missed Sorensen. He was wide open when he first cut. They got to him a little late, and he made him pay with that left hand.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding game. He always plays with confidence and intensity.
Lacey deep three, no good. Tipped Jones, goes for the
Great
offensive
hustle.
rebound. Still tipped around, they bring it in. Armani.
Did you get that one
Number
marked
12.
down?
Lacey says, calm down. Let's reset the offense and roll here. Trying to break down the zone defense from Ridgeline.
And that's where it's got to be right there, Caden, is the high post. Put a little pressure on Frankham there in the middle.
Dennis.
And he
no
goes
good.
in,
Another
he gets
offensive
13.
board, and he gets a second chance.
Yep.
They make him pay.
Dennis Akbas.
I just love how Layton Christian, they see the ball go up and they know where it's coming off and they just get there. If you don't box out, you're not going to get it.
And I think the thing, if you're looking at stats or you're watching this game, the thing that's kind of counterbalance those offensive rebounds is the three-pointer for Ridgeline, right? So, on the offensive glass, Layton Christian's getting twos. Ridgeline's coming right back down, hitting threes. Layton Christian's doing what they have to. They just got to hope that Ridgeline doesn't stay as hot as they've been from the three-point line.
Got to start dropping in those second chance points, right? As Skinner goes against Lacey. Skinner hands off to Workman. Good Workman. Back to Skinner. Hands off to Cox. Cox up top with it. Losing the handle. Goes to Lacey. Lacey on the other way. Jones up high.
There it is.
We saw that coming.
There it is. We saw that one coming. Jones run the lane. Lacey slowed it up just enough. I think he almost lost the lob, but he was able to get it off. And I think if you put it anywhere in the atmosphere, Jones is going to throw it down.
He's tall enough as it is. You check out the replay here. Lacey on the break sees Jones coming and says, yeah, I'll throw that up for you.
Smart business decision right there by Skinner not to contest that one.
Cam Blotter to inbound. Gets it up top to Frankham, over to Cox.
Surprised they gave Cox that much room.
In the corner, driving in, kick out. It's Cox. He'll take it.
Goes. Short.
Short off the front. Jones tips it to Frankham. Whistle.
Ridgeline, I've been impressed with their ball movement. I mean, they do a really good job. We saw it last game with Dixie, where guys get 2 feet in the paint. That's a huge emphasis with a lot of coaches. And then they kick it out to wide open shooters. Ridgeline is right there with the best of them.
Lacey had the lane, short on the drive. Quick outlet.
Oh, great pass by Blotter right there.
That was beautiful. Hit him right in stride.
Lacey drives in again. Up and under,
There
off
you
the
go.
glass. This
Good
time
finish.
he got it.
You like to see a kid that goes in, misses the layup, goes back there, doesn't let it bother him.
10-point ball game, 51-41. Skinner passes half court.
I think a few of these guys have attended Coach Park's Point Guard College.
Cox feels the mismatch. Takes the shot, no good, off the front. Quick give and go.
Oh,
and again,
there's another one.
Tyron Jones. I don't think the Eagles put the ball on the court on that break at all. That's textbook.
Yeah, that really gets some excitement going for Layton Christian.
Yeah, and there's another steal.
Another steal. And a
Oh.
foul on the reach in. They'll give Tyrese Lacey a foul call. He does not like it.
And this is maybe where, if I'm Coach Day, just get a quick 30, right?
Yep.
Settle these guys down. Layton Christian's got some momentum. It went from 12 or 13. Now it's 8. Drop one of your best plays. Get a bucket, right? Don't let Layton Christian get a steal right here.
Just this second half, Ridgeline's been trying to beat the pressure with dribbling all the time, and they're just so quick, Layton Christian is. They're getting their hands on it.
Skinner into the corner baseline. Little pump fake.
Oh, good finish by
Drops it
Blotter.
in. Cam Blotter.
Cam's had a great game, and it's not just his scoring, but passing, right? Obviously hitting wide open threes. He's had a great second half.
Spin move, no good. Rebound, Sorensen. Hands off to Blotter. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Skinner. Tries to drive in. Started to lose a handle, but a reach-in foul. It's going to go against Isaac Cabero.
I think when
Or they're going to get to Lacey.
and I think Lacey's a little frustrated. He missed that. But he is so crafty in the paint. I mean, you talk about like a Kyrie Irving or for the older guys, a Steve Nash, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets in the paint. And
He does.
great footwork, variety of finishes, and he missed a couple that he probably usually doesn't. So that might have been a frustration foul right there.
Going to the line is Zach Skinner. He's got 8 so far off of the bench.
And this is big, kid. I mean, we're not even through the third quarter, and Ridgeline's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the game.
Yeah, and Coach Porter's letting the refs know that.
It's 7-1, yeah. He's
letting them know. But they are being really aggressive
Yes,
and
they are.
reaching, and,
Yep.
and you're going to get called for those every once in a while.
Drops in both of them. Zach Skinner finds himself now in double digits with 10.
I'm not sure Skinner's missed, either from the three-point or the foul line.
He hasn't. He's perfect. Drive it in. No good. Rebound Sorensen off the Cubero miss. And Blotter will take control here. Blotter finds a lane, drives, kicks out. Skinner, offensive foul. Cam Blotter picks it up.
That's what you like to see. Somebody stick their body in there and take a charge.
Team foul number 2. Here's the Layton Christian, number 12. Vitor Siqueira.
Skinner had the right idea, but just a little out of control.
Olabisi with 15 seconds, no shot clock. Jones swings it up top, pulling the three.
Nice
Drops
shot.
it. It's Siqueira.
Got his feet set.
Blotter quickly on the other side.
There he is
Breaks
again.
the buzzer.
There he is.
Cam Blotter keeps it a double-digit lead, 57-46 at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, wrap things up with the fourth quarter here from Utah State University.
For all your embroidery and screen printing needs, whether for business or just for fun, stop by Cover Up in Tremont or Brigham. At Cover Up, yeah, we can do that.
Tanglewood Studios has something for everyone, whether it's dance, cheer, color guard, or gymnastics. There's even recreational all-boys gymnastics along with Mamma Me classes. Family rates are available, so come join the fun.
back at it here where Ridgeline leads heading into the fourth quarter. It's 47-46.
Caden, as these two teams come out, just want to it's been mentioned that this could be Coach Porter's last year at Layton Christian. Huge shout out to him. 22 years, over 350 wins, which is impressive no matter where you're coaching. So guaranteed Coach is going to coach this fourth quarter like he never has before. I guarantee he doesn't want his career to end this afternoon against Ridgeline.
You're exactly right.
Skinner to inbound. Has to get somewhere to go. They have to call a timeout. It'll be a short timeout. We'll keep it right here. And as you mentioned, too, yeah, you know what? Big shout out to Coach Porter in the wins that he's been able to accumulate over his career. And you can tell that Layton Christian is playing hard. Whether it's for themselves, because, again, you just don't want to lose, or whether it's for him because they want to pick him up the win. Either way, they're giving it their all tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not sure his exact total. I know he's won a few state championships, when they were in 2A, maybe even 3A, and then now they're up here in 4A. But I know there's a lot of respect for Coach Porter, huge advocate for coaches in the state. As different issues and things have come up, Coach Porter was always involved in helping make decisions on what's best for coaches and schools and players. So if he does end up retiring, there's going to be a big shoes to fill over there at Layton Christian and in the state of Utah in the coaching world.
Inbound to Workman. Workman going up against OBC, gets it to Cox. Back to Workman. Workman driving in. Nowhere to go, looking for somewhere to kick out. Gets it to Jenks, back to Workman. He'll take the straightaway three. Rattles, no good. Tipped. Out of bounds off of Luke Sorensen. Bit of a double tip there.
Yeah.
They gave it to the
We must
Eagles.
have had a better view.
Tyrese Lacey brings it across. It goes into the corner. Back up top, OBC. In the corner again, Cubero. Swinging it, pulling the three. Siqueira.
There he is again.
There's two
there he is
for
again.
him. He's got his confidence going
Yeah,
out.
and expect Layton Christian to go all out here on the pressure. And they still got an 8-point deficit. They're going to be flying around right there. We called it. There's a steal.
And on the other end, Tyrese Lacey.
6-point game now.
Solid pick. Cox trying to get out of the double team and a foul.
And the key here for Layton Christian, we referred to it a few minutes ago, it's going to be applying that pressure without fouling, right? The last thing you want to do is trap someone, force them into a tough situation, and then foul them and let them go to the free throw line. But, momentum is kind of switching the other way here. I expect Layton Christian to go, pedal to the metal here and try to cut into this 6-point lead with 7 minutes left to play.
Ridgeline hurries and gets Skinner back in.
Carson Cox hits the first end of the 1-1. And he gets the second as well. After the made free throws, he hits the bench. Coming back in is Jagger Frankham. Lacey taking every second he can to pick up that basketball. Lacey calling for some help. Drives it baseline. Goes up with it off the glass, tipped. It's rebounded by Ridgeline. Blotter over to Workman. Workman drives in, pulls it right back out. Blotter, open three. No good. Rebound Frankham. Frankham stripped away by OBC. They say it's a jump ball. It'll go to Layton Christian.
There you go. And let's see if Layton Christian, Siqueira hit 2 threes right in a row. Let's see if they can get him another look here pretty soon to cut into this Ridgeline lead.
Both fan bases showing up pretty well here with, of course, Ridgeline having a little less to travel, but Layton Christian still able to come on over, and the fan base is able to be here for it.
They're getting out. I think there's a little competition.
A little bit. They're looking back and forth kind of through us here.
Yeah, we're kind of right in the
middle. I feel like we're in the middle of
we're
this.
in the danger zone
the
here.
standoff here.
Get some shrapnel around
we got
here.
Coach Park here to protect us.
And a timeout taken immediately after the inbound. With that timeout, we'll take one ourselves. It's 59-51. Riverhawks on top.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix in Tremonton.
For all your embroidery and screen printing needs, whether for business or just for fun, stop by Cover Up in Tremont or Brigham. At Cover Up, yeah, we can do that.
At IPG, we take pride in being a global leader in protective packaging. IPG Tremonton has won the Industry Week magazine's Best Plants Award twice. How can we achieve this? It's our people. With top pay and self-paced promotions, IPG is a place you can get ahead. Excellent benefits like low healthcare premiums, low deductibles, 401k match, and free life insurance. The plant is warm in the winter and air-conditioned in the summer. Uniforms or smocks are not required. Wear what you like. Come join a winning team with all the values you care about. Come work with us at IPG. Stop in anytime or look us up on the web at itape.com.
Find your next career at West Liberty Foods. Visit careers.wlfoods.com.
Layton Christian will take control of it, coming out of the timeout and trying to mount a comeback here. And so far in the fourth quarter, it has been Layton Christian. 5-2 outscoring so far in the fourth quarter, but we're still early. We're only a minute and a half into it.
And Coach Porter got another play for his shooter, just barely short, too.
Blotter finds an open lane, drives it all the way, floats it up over the outstretched hand of Jones, no good. Sorensen behind his head, no good. On the ground, timeout. Good hustle play there by Cam Blotter. Diving after it. You like to see that as a coach, right?
Yeah.
Kid that puts a little hustle into it?
Yeah, and that was on his back. He's falling out of bounds, and they smart enough to call timeout before he gets out of bounds. And just a great hustle job. But that's what Ridgeline needs.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, they're in need of a momentum shift because it feels like Layton Christian is kind of taking control of that a little bit here. And, they're down by 8 still, but you feel it leaning towards the Eagles' side. If Ridgeline can make something happen, they got to drop in something here and try to extend that back out to a double-digit lead if they can. That's what Ridgeline's looking to do.
Yeah, exactly, Kane. I think, it got to 6. Pressure's on a little bit. They were able to get a couple free throws. Now, let's just run a set, maybe hit a wide-open 3, get it back to 10 or 11, get a little breathing room, right? Then each possession's not as pressure-packed as when it's a 1 or 2 possession game.
I think you look for Ridgeline's going to run that inbounds play again. I'll be surprised if they don't
get Sorensen another dunk here.
Get Sorensen something inside.
Ridgeline coming out of the timeout here. We'll have Blotter inbound.
I think
there he goes inside.
Has to kick it out. No one was there.
See Kiera's hustling out for that ball.
They're going to say Frankham touched it first, give him the over and back call, which is probably best if you're Ridgeline actually, is just say, hey, we know that we're not going to be able to get back to it. We would rather just touch it instead of have to try to defend a play. Reset. Olabisi off the inbound, drives in. Blotter picks up the foul. And Olabisi's going to head to the line to shoot 2.
And that's key for Layton Christian. Getting that foul called, being able to score with the clock stop. Now we get to set up our pressure, right? It's a lot easier to set up your press off a dead ball than it is off a rebound or a steal. So I think this is the right recipe for Layton Christian to get back in this game is score with the clock stop, and then let us do what we do pressure-wise.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's to give them a chance to really put some pressure on and make Ridgeline handle it.
The second from OBC is good.
Layton Christian's just hanging around.
Brings it up to within 6.
Workman going up against Olubisi. Back to Workman up top. He drives. Floats it up. No good. Rebound Armani. And hands off.
Here come the Eagles.
Olubisi on the drive in again. Nearly tipped away and stolen. Armani down low.
Oh.
And in.
Drafty finish right there by Armani. Thought initially he was going to take it up. Maybe he was worried he was going to get blocked. Nice little reverse finish on the other side.
And a foul is called.
I'm sure Coach
against
Porter.
Siquiera.
Coach Porter hates that one.
And he's telling him right now, exactly, don't reach, don't reach.
Puts him at the foul line.
So Carson Cox heads to the line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1.
He's usually very, very good from the free throw line. Misses that one though.
Siquiera with the rebound. And Lacey bringing it the other way. Lacey spins, open lane. Block!
Oh, Workman.
Brady Workman. Lacey gets the rebound. Nothing there. And it's Skinner.
Oh, Grady Workman got up for that. I was not expecting that at all.
I wasn't either.
Workman drives it himself. Pulls a 5-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Olubisi on the drive. Armani catches the rim and in.
All
2-point ball game.
Here we go.
It's Skinner. Frankham losing the handle on it, getting it back. Workman up top. Frankham back to Workman.
They got Ridgeline just a little flustered right now. Nobody's sure.
Cox pulls the 3. No good. Lacey. Halfway through the fourth quarter, here's Jones on the baseline, spins it.
Oh, what a finish by Jones.
Tyron Jones ties it up.
Coach is trying to get Sorensen in, hoping that there's a whistle. Doesn't want to use another timeout.
Cox on the drive and back in the lead.
Well, this is shaping up to be an amazing finish to this game.
The official blows it dead, but we just don't know why.
Coach Porter is not happy. Officials timeout maybe slowing their momentum a little bit. And we're on the opposite side of the floor, so we don't know what's going on. Maybe blood on a jersey? I have no idea.
Me neither.
Okay, it was an unsportsmanship warning is what he says.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's just a time to talk to the coaches and say, hey, keep it calm, keep it civil.
Good job by the officials.
Yes.
Coach Porter's just trying to coach his heart out. Got a little past half court.
And obviously, we can't hear all the comments between players. So there might be a little chit-chat going on, a little friendly banter going back and forth.
Jones on the drive. It's a kick out. Into the corner, Armani. Back up top, Siquiera. He drives. Over the hand of Cox off the rim, no good.
What a move by Siquiera right there.
Workman doubled up on the press.
If I'm Ridgeline, I mean, you got the foul call there, but keep the ball in the middle of the floor. Like,
exactly.
You know they're trapping you, so don't dribble to a corner. Get guys flashing, and just try to keep that ball in the middle of the floor where that trap's not going to get you into trouble.
And then they're holding it and waiting for the defense to get to them. Where with that quickness, you're going to get in trouble. Got to keep that ball moving.
Again, Carson Cox just no good from the free throw line. Luckily, he is in the double bonus now.
But a 2-point lead against Layton Christian, the way they pressure, it's not anything to be too comfortable about
and
right
this is
now.
the second one. Nearly going out of bounds with it.
Yeah, what a save by Ulubisi right there. That's probably the most athletic save you'll ever see.
Olubisi to Lacey. Lacey.
Defense better be ready to collapse because you know he's going to penetrate.
Little double high ball screen here.
Swinging around, it's Armani. Picked up by Sorensen. Big guy going up against the other big guy, Armani. Kicks it back out, Olubisi.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. They got to move.
5 on the clock. Losing the handle on it, 2.
Oh!
Man!
Ulubisi! Oh, my goodness. Lost the handle. Got it back with about 1 second left. Heaved it up and dropped it in.
And it's the first Layton Christian lead as Cox takes it
Cox
right back.
Yeah, you like that kind of leadership. He missed his last 2 foul shots, but he was going to get him back in it with that great drive to the basket.
Olubisi tries again, no good.
Just a hair short.
The Eagles really spreading that floor on offense, too. As Cox, the foul again, Siquiera.
Which, if I'm Layton Christian, not a terrible foul, right? The way that Caden Cox has struggled from the free throw line. I don't know if I want to give him too many opportunities to get back on track, but I guarantee, he's stepping up. Hopefully not thinking too much about those last few, but always in the back of your mind in high-pressure situations when you've missed a few.
Usually Carson, who's their quarterback, also, he kind of usually thrives on pressure, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
There
he
you go,
buries
back
that
on
one.
track. And you mentioned it, Coach. I mean, he missed 2 free throws, comes back, has a big-time layup after Layton Christian took the lead. You can tell, he, like you said, he thrives on that pressure. He wants to be in these situations.
Off the front of the rim.
Frankham.
Offensive
Great
boards,
rebound.
Frankham. He tries to go up strong with it. It's blocked.
Oh.
And in. Jagger Frankham.
Great work by the big fella just to stick with it.
Yeah, he just quietly does things. I really like how he plays.
Jones, 15-footer, gets it to go.
People stepping up at crunch time. That's what you like to see, both teams.
Skinner has a lane, drives, kicks out in the corner. 3, Workman, no good. Tipped. Sorensen with the offensive rebound. And a foul.
Sorensen went after that ball. There was no one else going to get that. Jones happened to bump into him, but Sorensen was not going to be denied right there.
Oh, he climbed the ladder.
And I just looked down. Tyron Jones is a sophomore. He's going to be a pleasure to watch, number 23 for Layton Christian for the next couple years.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Timeout taken. We'll take a timeout here, too. Quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this.
Great Basin Industrial has been building America with epic safety and quality since 2007, specializing in steel fabrication, machining, and paint. GBI engineers, ships, installs, and repairs a wide range of products. They design and build all steel and alloy work according to the highest industry standards. Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits. Think of Greer's Hardware for all your spring cleaning needs. Whether your project is inside or outside, they have you covered.
Got to be getting close.
Ridgeline on top, 66-64. Just a slim 2-point lead. But at the line to try to extend it is Luke Sorensen. He has 14 so far tonight. Pretty quiet here in the fourth quarter. Haven't seen him hit that mark on the point side of the stat sheet yet, but looking to get on there right now.
Yeah, Luke's played great. I mean, he's the kid you love to coach, right?
Yeah.
He works hard, he rebounds, he's getting on the floor, plays defense. You know, you can tell he's a big part of this Ridgeline team.
Drops in the first.
Yeah, he doesn't showboat. He doesn't talk. He just does the work, leads the team quietly. Getting ready to put Blotter back in.
2 big free throws right there by Sorensen. Extends the lead to 4.
Going a little smaller, quicker right now on the defensive end.
Lacey
got a little
controls
horn
it. He takes it to the right side. Olubisi up top. Back to Lacey. Swinging it across. Driving in. Kicked over. Jones. Blocked. Oh, they draw the foul.
Good job of taking it to the basket and hoping that you get the call so you can score, like you said, with the time stopped. That's your best chance to get back and win this game is to score when the clock's off.
Yeah, and then we mentioned it just a few minutes ago. Now they can set up their press, right? Try to create some havoc in the full court. Maybe turn them over and get an easy bucket going back the other way.
And he gets the first one. Tyron Jones now with 17.
He's had a great second half. A couple dunks, had that nice little 15-foot jumper a couple possessions ago, and now
and he's another one of these sophomores that just has so much skill. No good.
That's the second one.
Skinner gets the rebound. Now it's Carson Cox.
And if I'm like Christian, don't panic, right? It's a one-possession game. You know, we're already to 20 on the shot clock. Don't foul.
Skinner to Frankham. Frankham up top. He's double teamed. Back to Sorensen. Sorensen over to Workman. Workman with 10 on the shot clock. Looking for that pick from Frankham. Spins out of it. Cox deep three. Off the front of the rim. No good. Skinner nearly gets it. It goes to Jones. Jones on the break.
Great pass by Jones.
Wow. Amazing pass.
Wow. Oh, and the clock's still running. There's got to be about 33 seconds. Well, maybe not even that much. Probably about 29 seconds. I think Layton Christian called the timeout right when
they
the
called
bucket.
the timeout and they're checking on the scores table.
Yeah, I just saw it on our
to change the
replay.
clock.
It's got to be about 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if they give him more time back. They do.
Yeah.
There they go.
Yeah, I'm with you. There was a good couple of seconds go off the clock.
Yeah. What's funny is the Layton Christian crowd's looking over at us like we're the ones that controls the clock. It's not us.
You know, we're
as if we're in cahoots.
Yeah.
We're just broadcasting, guys.
I think that's about right. You know, when we saw the replay just barely, and you could see Coach motioning timeout. It looked like it went through with about 29 seconds, left on the clock. So I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, the ref's trying to explain that that's the accurate.
Well, they did add a little bit more time.
Yeah,
Again,
about
the clock ran, but if you ask me, I thought they should have added about 5 seconds back. It ran a while after that timeout was called, but you take what you can get, I guess, if you're Layton Christian.
So Layton Christian here, you got to go for the steal early on.
Yeah.
There's no shot clock, right? So you got to go for the steal. If you don't get it, you got to foul right away and try to extend this game as long as you can.
Trying to get the inbound, gets it to Skinner. Skinner has an open lane.
Yeah, trap or foul,
Slow
trap or
it
foul.
down.
Trap or foul.
They trap him. Tries to get rid of it.
Oh, he
Stepped
traveled.
off the line.
He
Stepped off the
traveled.
line.
Okay, so if you're Coach Porter here, you're down 21 seconds left. This is your chance to win it. I don't think I had used the whole clock, though, Coach. I think I tried to get something early in case we miss. We have some time to foul.
16 seconds. Olubisi spins. Kicks it out Armani. Back
You
up
knew
top
that's
with
whose
Lacey.
hand it was going to get in.
Lacey with 5, up and under.
Oh! Lacey!
Timeout!
What a play by Lacey.
You knew it was going to get in his hands, and he was going to do something.
Yeah. And,
let's check out that replay. Lacey goes up and under.
a nice little leap and leaner there, Coach. I mean, he was stuck on his initial move, didn't panic, pivoted, nice step-through move, nice little kiss off the glass to give Layton Christian the 1-point lead with 2 seconds left. What a comeback.
Unbelievable.
What a comeback by Layton Christian. I mean, I think it was, probably about an 8-point lead with about 5-6 minutes left, and they just chipped away, took the lead once a few minutes ago. Ridgeline got it back, didn't panic, big turnover by Ridgeline last possession, and Layton Christian made him pay for it. And look at this, Layton, look at him, they're pumping up the crowd. This is amazing.
It's always easy to see things over here when you're nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
I kind of was thinking they should have called a timeout when he was in trouble over there, and they had a good trap and take a timeout.
And what a different ball game that would have been had they called that timeout. You know, they maybe would have got a better playoff where they extended a lead. Instead, now they're looking at a deficit 1 point with 2.8 seconds left.
So just expect Layton Christian to make this a very tough pass. Coach Porter's moving everyone back, making a difficult catch. If I am Ridgeline, I got to understand 3 seconds is a lot of time, 2.8. I can catch, dribble, and maybe get something going towards the basket.
And Lacey
steals it.
And that's the game.
Oh, and the Eagles.
Layton Christian takes down Ridgeline.
Wow.
What a game.
What a game. What a comeback. Credit to the Layton Christian Eagles for making big plays.
And the sophomore, Tyrese Lacey, on the steal.
And we got fans on the court. Oh, my gosh.
You think they just won the championship, huh?
Oh, we got fans down. Okay.
And they go celebrate with the team.
And there's the drama in the quarterfinals. Layton Christian, there's a moment there where we thought it was going to be over, and now they're moving on to the semifinals against the Dixie Flyers. Stunning Ridgeline. I mean, you can just see it. You can feel it in the crowd. I mean, watching Ridgeline walk over, they're shocked to not be moving on.
Yeah, it was a crazy finish there. Ridgeline led the majority of this game, able to hold on for a big win. Is the Layton Christian Eagles. Hold on just enough. They just stayed close enough. So impressive. We're going to try to connect with Katie down there. Looks like Kate's got someone. Looks like she's going to try to get Coach here. See if we can get her connected with the coach. Yeah, she's got Coach Porter with us. And we're ready for her when see what she has to say with Coach.
Coach, what an awesome win. Welcome to the Final Four.
Thank you so much. You know, my guys, they've been through adversity all year long. We lost our best big man. Our second best big man transferred to another prep school. We messed around and we've had injuries all year, and we've just been blessed. I'm just so thankful.
Can you give us your take on tonight's game?
We never gave up, like I told you before. We play hard. We play hard defense. And I got one of the best point guards in the state. He said he won't let me give up. He took an old man for a ride.
And then tomorrow at 7:40, you play Dixie. How are you going to carry this momentum over to that game?
Well, I want to say this. Only thing I want to do is enjoy this right now, go get some food, feed them, and then I'll work on Dixie tonight, okay?
Thank you, Coach. Best of luck. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kaden. We are excited for Coach Porter. They're moving on to the next round. They knock out Ridgeline.
Yeah, he lives to play another game, and that's how state tournaments are. You know, it's almost always going to just come down to execution at the end, and Ridgeline missed a lot of free throws early on, and they got to the foul line early, but they just didn't make those free throws when they needed to. And then they turned the ball over a few too many times.
And then crazy things happen. And, you know, somebody might need to check Coach Porter's heart rate over there. I mean, mine's beating hard, but great job by him. And I'm already looking forward to that Jordan Roberts, Lacey matchup. Two solid point guards. They're going to be battling it out in the semifinals tomorrow. That's going to be a great one here in the Spectrum between Layton Christian and the Dixie Flyers.
It should be a great one. And again, this matchup between these two teams, it was one of those that I think a lot of us were actually really excited to look forward to. It did not disappoint.
No, it did not. Not from the get-go. You saw everything from way past NBA Steph Curry threes to hard dunks to taking it to the basket. Just great defense. Both teams all over the floor. It, like you say, it did not disappoint. It was a fun game to watch.
So, as mentioned, Layton Christian will move on and face the Dixie Flyers. Layton Christian, kind of the odd man out as far as not being really attached to one region or the other. They still continue to push forward into the 4A state championships. So, we'll see them tomorrow on Friday around 7:40, I believe, is that tip-off time.
Yep.
So, all right, well, with that, we're getting ready for the girls' side of the tournament here as we got Bear River and Snow Canyon on the court warming up, ready to go. So we're going to break here on KSLSports.com, and when we come back, it's the action for Snow Canyon and Bear River. Stick around on KSL Sports.